Okay, Cheryl, this is 2420 Native Flower. I'm gonna have to speak up because the wind is blowing about 50 miles an hour today. That's the home right there. It's at the end of a cul-de-sac. There's no one this direction. That's my car. This is a Berkshire property. Okay, so this is definitely an easy to get into two-car garage. Lots of space in the front yard, and it's private actually. So the entrance is actually on the side yard. Okay, so we enter in to the main floor living. There's the fireplace. It's a gas fireplace. This is one of these inserts that I have at my house, and they work great. And they're really easy to do. You just flip the switch there. So there's the backyard. You can see that the subdivision to the south has trailer parks and trailer homes, I should say. And I think there's a street between the dividing wall of the property line. Okay. You can see the neighbor's trampoline there. And then here we have the kitchen and dining area. New fixture. Those look like a travertine tile. And this is the quartz. These are definitely new appliances. Frigidaire. This actually, these are the brand that I have. So the quartz has this nice grain to it. New faucet. And definitely a lot of open space here. So you could definitely put right there a nice island and still have plenty of room over here for a 4-person table, maybe even a 6 if you're clever. This is, I guess, the hall. I guess that's the pantry. Yeah, I guess that's a pantry. So this house does not appear to have, oh no, this is the hall closet. Right? And while I'm over here, I will take you for a quick peek of the backyard through the French doors. All right. Nice tree there. It is super loud today. Oh, there's nice concrete here. Oh, that's, see, this is the fireplace. We don't need chimneys. It just comes out through one of these exhaust vents. That's exactly what we have. And many, many houses out here in New Mexico have those exact things. Cheaper to insert and a lot more convenient to use. There's these weeds here, but they're pretty. So this is the street that it backs up onto. But I certainly haven't heard any traffic from inside the house. Well, here's a school bus passing by. It backs up onto Gibson Boulevard. And here's the back of the house. Go back in. Woo! Very windy. My goodness, it is very windy today. Oh, let's go around the side yard here. That's the kitchen. And that's the master. There's a security light. Needs some work, actually, that light. Let me get this closed. I think those are new doors, actually. Okay, so from the hallway, we've got the master. This is the first room that comes. All right. Let's turn the light on. And here's the master bath. New vanity. Matches the quartz countertop in the kitchen. New toilet. And as I said, this shower insert does not seem new, but it is in good shape. And here's me. Hello. Here is the master closet. Hey, just a moment. I'm doing a walkthrough tour.
Oh, okay.
Here is laundry. It's actually a really big laundry. This is about 4 feet deep. Okay, that's nice. And here's the first guest room. So you kind of turn here, and the garage is actually right here. And it is a nice sized 2-car garage. Furnace and water heater. We've got a green tag on the water heater. We don't always see that. That's good. So here's the main floor bath. Another new, very wide countertop. That's nice. Another new fixture. Looks like they put a new shower head up here. New fixtures there, new toilet. And so, yeah, this is the first guest, which is the smaller of the 2 rooms. I would say this is about 12 feet squared. Yeah, and then here's the walk-in closet. And then the view of the neighbor's house. And then here is the second larger guest room. And this looks to the front of the property. Okay. This is definitely a much bigger room. This is almost as big as the master. And then a smaller closet here. Okay, that is 2420 native flower. And I don't know if I said, but I think this is about a 15 by 15 master. I'll do it. Just gonna take you through a walk through the neighborhood. That's the house there. Okay, pretty much all of the houses are kind of identical. Clearly this subdivision was built by the same developer. Oops, this is a spring flower here, the street that we're on. And spring flower connects to the main street, Gibson, which is that direction. And we'll catch up with Gibson in a little bit. Gibson and also Unser is parallel to the street that we're on right now. So this is the street that this that 2420 backs up onto. It's a smaller street. Desert wood. So it's a little bit like Edward Scissorhands, where all of the houses kind of look identical. But that's a swamp cooler there. Most people have swamp coolers. That's a swamp cooler. That's a swamp cooler. This guy has solar panels. This is a lower income area, which is part of what I think that the listing agent was talking about. Here's a park. ABQ has a lot of really nice parks, actually. A lot of good public space and a lot of what they refer to as open space, which are basically nature preserves that public can utilize for just about anything. If I can find the way onto the main street. This might be it right here. Yeah, parallel to Unser. I gotta get to Unser. Okay, yeah, here's the main street. This is Arenal and Desert Springs. There's some police. It's actually kind of rare to see police in this city. They might actually live here. Most of the police officers from APD actually take their patrol cars home with them. Oops. Can't see. Okay, this is it. It's Big Center Divider Road. Okay, here's Unser. So the house is that way. Unser's a large street. It's basically a highway. Speed limit's 40. Walgreens there. There's not too much out here. There's a tumbleweed, a small one. In the southwest, it's pretty empty. What do we have here? Unser Sage Marketplace. Not too much going on there yet. So a lot of this is all sectioned off for commercial development. Here's some more commercial development. So plans, big plans for the population to grow, which it is. And actually, the city has gotten much larger since I moved here 2.5 years ago. And then this street will run directly to I-40. And actually, I am in the very opposite part of the city, diagonally speaking, and it took me about 25 minutes to get here. It's a very small town. So New Mexicans, they complain about traffic all the time, and it really, being from Los Angeles, it bothers me when they complain about traffic like you cannot believe, because I've never been in a situation. That guy's fixing his grill there. I've never been in a situation where it's taken me longer than like half an hour to get anywhere in this city. So it usually takes me half an hour to go to the grocery store where I'm from. So back, headed north towards the 40. So we're in the lower left quadrant on the map in the southwest. And this is considered the lowest income area. There is high crime relative to, let's say, the northeast, but not as bad as, let's say, what we refer to as the war zone, which is around Central Avenue, Route 66, everything east of about San Mateo to Eubank is what's referred to as the war zone. That area is not nice, but it is actually coincidentally very close to Nob Hill, which is considered the nicest part of town. So, you know, the thing about Albuquerque is there's pockets, good pockets and bad pockets. Here's Central. This is actually Route 66. There's another CVS. There's CVS everywhere. Everywhere is CVS. There's the Sandia. Doesn't matter where you are in Albuquerque, you can always find your way by looking to the east. If you find the Sandia, you'll know the Sandia is always towards your east. So we know this way is north. Sandia there, that means that's north. I think that's going to be a new library. That's been built since I moved here. Oh, and actually you can see part of their public works project. They built these cool Route 66 signs. I actually didn't live too far from this area when I first moved out to New Mexico. We were renting a condo in Old Town, which is super cool. Old Town's the best part, one of the best parts of the city. There's a lot of fun stuff going on there. It's right next to downtown. And this area has a lot of Hispanic, high Hispanic population, so there's some of the best food actually in this part of town. I come here for late night tacos. Actually, there's a bus instead of a truck, literally a bus that was converted into a taco restaurant, which is open usually until about 3 a.m. And I would come every time that I had late night munchies, I would come and get me some taco bus tacos. So we're not quite to the 40 yet, but it's coming up. And then you're gonna start to see the volcanoes. Yep, there they are. Those are the 3 volcanoes. That is the the Blacks volcano, the Ja volcano. Oh no, actually that's switched. And then that's the Vulcan volcano there. Those are real volcanoes. They're young, relative to volcano lifespan. They're about 400,000 years old, and you can hike them. I've hiked them 3 times. They're super cool. You can walk around the entire volcano park in about 2.5 hours. Whoa, that was a big tumbleweed that just came across. Okay, those are the volcanoes. And here's the I-40. Getting on right now. Towards Santa Rosa, which goes into town. And those are the Sandias. So we are definitely on the outskirts of the city, but not bad. I mean, everything in Albuquerque, like even if you're in Rio Rancho, which is not technically Albuquerque, it is its own municipality. Even if you're in the northeast Rio Rancho, it doesn't take more than about a half an hour to get into the central business district of Albuquerque. Because it's just such a small town. Almost laughably so. Okay, so I'm going to cut off here.